and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryne, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of Bigger, Fatter, Liar. Now, Bigger, Fatter, Liar is a follow-up to Big Fat Liar, released in 2002. This follow-up was released in 2016, and the movie stars Ricky Garcia, Jolene Fairlane, Barry Boswick, also has Fiona Vroom, Kevin O'Grady, Karen Holmesland, and I said Barry Boswick. This movie is actually directed by Ron Oliver, and interesting enough, Mike Tomlin, is it Tomlin? Mike Tomlin and Brian Robbins would return back to produce this. They were the producers on the original. Now, let's talk about Bigger, Fatter, Liar. I'm going to read the plot on the back, and I'm going to talk about the first movie going into what I think of the second one. So, Kevin Sharpley has gotten away with lying his entire life. But when scheming producer Larry Wolf, that's Boswick's character, steals Kevin's idea for a hot new video game. I'll talk about that in a little bit. The tables get turned. Kevin realizes he's met his match, a bigger, fatter liar. When Wolf refuses to admit the truth, Kevin declares game on. As he and his best friend Becca, Jolene Fairlane, I hope I pronounced the last name of that right, stops at nothing to get Wolf to tell the truth, plotting a series of devious pranks to set the record straight. Get ready for crazy hijinks and big laughs in this hilarious comedy. Well, hilarious doesn't mean funny, so let's talk about it. So, yeah, Big Fat Liar, I hate to say this, but this sequel is more the same. For one, instead of the movie script, it's a video game now. Instead of the main guy, it's the same thing. In fact, I believe it was Stephen Sharp, that's Munez's character, and I forget the other Wolf, but that was Giamatti's character. In the first movie, it had Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, and Paul Giamatti. Now, Big Fat Liar was really good. That was a solid comedy from what I remember reviewing it on the channel a couple years back when I started the series. I feel this is more the same. Instead of him jumping into the pool of blue paint, he basically drinks this concoction that knocks him out, and they paint a mime face. Yeah. So, right off the beginning, we get his mom has passed on, and now his father's a widower. By the way, the dad's played by the guy who was in the Haunted Hour episode Spores. I was like, that guy looks familiar. I was like, yep, that is. So, now he has to go to school to get an assignment. Basically, now he bumps into Barry Boswick's character, who I believe is, Larry Wolf. So he bumps, says, no, I'm not interested in your ideas. So the first movie was a movie script. Here it's more of a plot to a video game that he has to send the homework. So the teachers don't believe him. So he is copying, I forget what that's called that they do when plagiarism. He's in trouble for plagiarism, and now his dad tells him, look, no internet, no video games, no phone, no nothing. You're on your own to figure it out. You have to come up with an idea or it's off to summer school. Now, he gets to summer school, and now his dad, which is Ricky's dad, not Ricky's dad, Kevin's dad, Ricky Garcia's the actor, so Kevin's dad, now he's going to New York City on a business trip and gives him $100 plus a credit card used for emergency money, for emergencies. I'm giving you this, son. This is for emergency only. Say it with me, for emergency use only. So now he gives him that. So he takes all the money, and now they head up to San Francisco, California to meet up with the guy. This movie feels more the same. Again, folks, I like Big Fat Liar. That was a very fun movie. The problem is we have characters go nowhere, comedy that's not funny enough, and the plot just feels the same. Like, I already kind of predict what it was going to happen. And I'm going to kind of go back to the first movie because I feel the first movie did it a lot better. That had some funny moments. The only scene that made me laugh so hard is, and that's why I'm going to bump it up a point. There's a scene where, I have to look at this again, Larry Wolf. So Larry goes on a talk show and the kid disguised himself, Kevin disguised himself as one of the crew guys, like, oh, can you give this to Mr. Wolf? And it's like it's like a smoothie with really hot peppers. It feels really off, and I actually thought it was like the funniest part. Like, he takes water, orange juice, dumps mayonnaise, and dumps a lot of the water, and it's just insane. So him, Becky, and the limo driver he fired helps him out. So at the end of the day, there's not really that much funny. I really wanted to like this because when I reviewed Cobb and Have New Recruit, that was really good. That was one of the better of the direct-to-video sequels. That sequel was based on a movie made in the 90s. This is a sequel that was based on a film from 2002, made in 2016. So again, I feel like they could have did it a lot better if the jokes were funny. This actually was directed by Ron Oliver, who directed a few Goosebumps episodes. So he's done a really good job directing those. He actually directed Ryan Gosling in Say Cheese and Die, which was a really solid episode. He's directed a few other Goosebumps episodes. I feel like he was just the wrong choice. If they would have got Alex Zam, who directed the Woody Woodpecker movie, this would be a whole lot better. But at the end of the day, I just can't really say that this is any good. And the ending was felt the same, too. Again, it says on the back, the hilarious follow-up to Big Fat Liar, but hilarious doesn't mean it's more cringeworthy than making me laugh out loud. Again, this is going back to Cop and Have to Recruit. That movie had memorable characters, that had jokes that worked, that has solid ending. Well, not great, was really good. This has just an ending that left an empty hole in me. This movie, I'm going to get this out of the way, this movie is true dumpster fire 101. And it's just a true example that Bigger, Fatter Liar should have never been made. This is a cautionary tale how not to make a direct-to-video sequel based on a pretty funny Frankie Muniz comedy. The movie that got Frankie Muniz into a star. This movie on here, and the fact is, Jolie Fairlane, who's in this movie, she was in Home Alone 2, Home Alone the Holiday Heist, the fifth movie. I love that special. She was really good in that. I feel like the cast just felt so super forced. The acting. I watched the featurette and they interviewed Barry Boswick. Though the cast did appreciate the two leads loved working with him, but he seemed like he was just there to cash a paycheck. And Barry Boswick was good in The Skulls 3, which was directed video. And that was really, really, really solid. That was good. This is huge dumpster fire 101. And I cannot recommend you see Bigger, Fatter Liar. Go watch Big Fat Liar. That had memorable characters. That had a solid script. That got Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes into their movie careers. And it has a solid ending that made me feel like I got satisfaction. This, I felt like it didn't get satisfaction to the point, oh, well, he's got the mind paid. You know, I'm just going to give away the ending. He makes, I'm going to spoil the movie because obviously, this is just a bad movie. So, he goes and he gets to the conference. I'll have to put this down a bit. But he goes into the conference and he talks about how he's launching the Bigger, Fatter, Liar app, which is a game. So his dad comes and tells him, we'll talk about it later, just you go talk about something and talk to those guys. So now he heads back home and he gets a check, and he hands his father a check to pay off that, but they get half the money back. So, and then Barry Bostwick's character, I believe, was Larry Wolf, and he's basically now a mime, and nobody likes him. How is that funny? How's the whole movie funny? It's not. I'm done discussing the movie. Just please avoid this movie. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going on the worst list near the end of the year. This is one of the worst movies I ever watched this year. It is a terrible sequel. It's one that should never... Big Fat Liar was fine how it ended. Why we need a sequel is just beyond me. So, yeah, don't watch this. Let's just go ahead and rate it right now before I really get mad at this. This is not... I'm going to tell you right now, is this worse than The Stray, a movie I cover on the channel? And the answer is no. The Stray was extremely bad. That was really, really bad. This movie it's fine, it's watchable, but it's nothing special, and that's why it's a complete train wreck, a dumpster fire, and a mess all rolled in one. Let's go ahead and rate right now, guys. I'm going to give Bigger, Fatter, Liar a 2 out of 5. And this is just, guys, the only reason why was that rating was because of that scene where Boswick's character downs a bunch of drinks, dumps mayo, then dumps a cooler, and that's it. That's really the only funny part about a movie that is just painfully uncomfortable. No, I take it back. Painfully bad. This was just not a good movie, guys. So, like I said again, can't recommend this, but yeah, that's that. So, that's my view of Bigger, Fatter, Liar. Even the title's completely dumb. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all my video notifications so you don't miss a single video. I'm on Letterboxd, guys, so you can check me out on Letterboxd. Tons of reviews that I rate on the channel. And yeah, and I got tons of Universal videos. I got a ton of hit UVs on the channel. I got Vlog City on the channel, so you guys can see what I did a review on the, not review, but you can go ahead and check out those videos. Tons of stuff on the channel, so yeah, so that's it. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.